Let's have some fun and make Chocobar today. I am Kanika from BakesbyKanika. Please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your love helps me going. Also, you may post any of your queries in the comment section. So let's begin the recipe. So for this recipe, we'll be taking a pan and we'll be adding milk. I have taken full fat milk. So I have just taken small amount of milk, around 100 to 200 ml initially. So this is your normal cold milk. I have no, this is not hot milk. Now we'll be adding corn flour to this mixture. So we add corn flour in cold milk as this helps to dissolve the corn flour better. Otherwise there will be lumps formed in the milk and we will not be able to mix the corn flour in the milk. So now we will mix this milk and make sure that all the lumps are dissolved, and corn flour should not have any lumps in the milk. So we need to take cold milk only, otherwise corn flour will not dissolve and will form lumps. Now we will add the remaining of the milk from the recipe and see. So this is also your normal cold milk. You don't need the hot milk for this. So I have added the remaining of the milk as mentioned in the recipe. Now we'll add milk powder. So this milk powder helps to give a richness to your ice cream and it helps in dissolving all the water crystals which form in the ice creams later on. So this milk powder we add so as to make it slightly creamier. So we will now dissolve this milk powder by whisking it vigorously. So you will see that there will be no lumps left in your milk. We will just mix it properly so that all lumps are removed from your milk. Now we'll put this pan onto a gas stove or an induction plate as I have done, and we will just warm the milk or on a medium to high flame. So it has to be on a medium to high heat and we just need to whisk it so that it doesn't burn or stick. So now we'll be adding the sugar. I have taken a normal granulated sugar, the normal sugar which we put in our tea. So this is your normal granulated sugar and we have just put it and we'll whisk it vigorously so that everything gets dissolved. So now we'll keep on stirring it in between until the milk mixture thickens a bit. So we will just see how it thickens. Now we will add vanilla extract to this mixture, which will give a very nice vanilla flavor to your ice cream. Now you can see the mixture has thickened to some extent, and when you will stir it you will see that the wooden spoon has been coated a bit by the milk mixture. So now the mixture has thickened quite a bit, and just keep in mind that when we'll cool this mixture it will thicken up more. So you can just put a finger around your that spoon and you will see that the mixture is ready. So at this point we will just remove this pan from the heat and we will just keep it to cool it. Now once the mixture has been cooled at room temperature, we will whisk the mixture as some kind of a cream gets formed or that malai gets formed on the top of it, and it will get some slightly lumpy. So we will just mix it with your wired whisk vigorously and then we will pass this mixture through a sieve so that all the lumps get removed properly and we get a smooth mixture so that it can be poured into the molds. Now I have taken these ice lolly molds which are very easily available in market. So I have taken two types of molds which I had. So this particular recipe will make around 18 chalk bars of this size of your molds. So it can be made smaller, bigger depending on your availability of the molds. However, you can even half the recipe if you would just want to make lesser number of chalk bars, or it can be doubled also. Now you can see we have filled this mold with the liquid with the milk mixture, and now we will close this with the top plate. So just keep in mind we need to keep some little space in the mold so that when it freezes there is some space to expand. Now similarly we will fill the other molds as well. I will suggest taking molds which are of this nature, so that the individual mold which can be removed also, as these are very easy to fill and easy to demold also, because when the molds are fixed together then it at times it becomes slightly difficult to demold the ice cream. So I will suggest taking these kind of molds, and if you want to take metal molds then that is even better, because metal molds tend to freeze properly and quickly. See, now we have filled all our 18 molds. So depending on your need, you can reduce the recipe by half, or you can just make it like this. So now we will keep this in our freezer for overnight of a minimum 8 to 10 hours so that these freeze properly. Now we will make the shell chocolate. So the chocolate which is there on a chalk bar on the outer side, so that is known as a shell chocolate, which hardens as soon as you dip the chocolate. So I have taken a couverture chocolate. So I have taken this milk couverture chocolate, and now we will take a pan which has water in it, and then we'll chop this couverture chocolate into small pieces. I have taken milk chocolate. You can even take dark chocolate if you like. So I've chop the chocolate into small pieces and put it in a bowl over a pan of simmering water. So the water below the pan has to be on a very low temperature, that is a simmering water. So it should not boil and the water should not touch your chocolate pan. So now we will take coconut oil. So the magic ingredient in making the shell chocolate, which sets the chocolate hard as soon as it touches the cold ice cream, is coconut oil. So I have taken an extra virgin coconut oil which is easily available in the market, which can be used for cooking. So take a coconut oil which can be used for cooking, and so we will now just put that coconut oil into the chocolate and we will start melting the chocolate. You can just have a look, the water is just simmering. It is not even very hot also. So there should be no bubbles on the water, and it will be with slow heat it will melt. Now you can see the chocolate has started to melt. Now as soon as it starts melting, it will just melt very quickly. So just keep on stirring the chocolate, and now the chocolate and coconut oil will mix and it will melt very quickly. So till we get a smooth mixture. You can now see the chocolate has melted perfectly and it is in a very liquid state. Now we will just switch off the flame and we will just take out the chocolate from the pan and we will pour it in a container and let it cool completely. See, now after freezing overnight, these ice creams are perfectly ready. Now we will take a glass or a cup or a mug which has normal tap water. So this is not hot water, this is normal tap water. Now we will dip this ice cream mold into the water just like this once or twice, so that the ice cream loosens from the sides of the container, and with very light hands we will just remove the ice cream from the container. See how beautiful the ice cream has come out. So now similarly we will demold all the ice creams and we'll keep this in a plate and keep it in the freezer immediately, otherwise all this will melt. Now once the chocolate has cooled completely, so please don't take any hot chocolate. So now we will just dip your ice cream like this in a tall chocolate container and just remove it. You can just see within seconds it will start to set. You can now see as soon as we take it out, it will start to mattify a bit. Because as soon as this chocolate comes in contact with the cold ice cream, the coconut oil sets, as it is a saturated fat, and it just sets and the chocolate becomes hard. You can just have a look how matte it has become. So even if you will touch it, now it is solid as we see it in a chalk bar. So this is a beautiful magical effect which is very nice to see. Now similarly we will do for other chocolates one by one. So just I have a tip that whenever you are doing this, the other ice cream should be there in the freezer. Otherwise, if it will melt or it will become soft, then your chocolate will not set on the ice cream properly. So see how matte it has become, and it becomes pure bliss. So this is a very beautiful chalk bar. You should try it once and it will be beautiful. So now you can put it in a airtight container or in a Ziploc bag, and you can put it in freezer till you want to have it. You should definitely try this recipe, as this is so easy to make that I'm sure everyone in your family is going to love it. Please leave a like if you like the recipe and subscribe to my channel. So bye for now. See ya.